Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of TBD Gaming Podcast. We are at episode 68. So, I'm your host,
Wow.
Harry. We're almost at getting to 70s. I feel like 60s is like this 60 is taking very long. I am not sure if it's a mental thing or what, but we've been stuck at 60 for quite a while. Or maybe it's just my mindset playing tricks on me.
We
But
only took a
anyway,
break for like a year, for 1 week. But yeah,
yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, that looks weird. Who knows? Maybe 70s goes by pretty quick. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm your host Harry, and joining me today we have Adri.
Hi.
Hi, Adri, and we have Zergg.
Hi everyone.
Yay, Zerg's
He's
back and his
alive.
mic is clear. His mic is new and clear. So, and who's not here is Reese. Reese is not here. We're about to change our podcast name to
Reese.
We Hate Reese Podcast, but who knows? Maybe he might just be here once
He's
we
probably
mention that
watching
again.
us.
Probably
He's
watching us.
watching us right now.
He will know once this episode goes up. So
Oh
anyway,
yeah, that's
Reese,
true.
if you're watching this after, so we'll say some bad words about you just for a while only. But anyway,
Oh man.
pretty light news. This past two is hey wait are we did we went off last week? We did a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we did, right? Okay, sorry. My mind's playing tricks on me today. Anyway, let's yeah, it's pretty light news today. So we'll be tackling one big news and then pretty much just have some random small light-hearted things to talk about in terms of gaming. But let's get started with what have we been playing over the past week? Adri, you want to share?
Yes. I've been streaming a lot, and then I've been playing all the latest games from Game Pass, which is mainly Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Woo, woo. 9 hours in already. Yeah, that game is increasingly difficult as you move on actually. So it's not a it's not a walk in the park and walk in the shrine as they say. I don't know. But yeah, but I'm having fun. Just leveling up and trying to grind and all that. I'm glad that it's not like so repetitive, like some instances in the game or in the stages. Sorry, got like different variables that you didn't think would happen. So yeah, that kind of turned it up a bit, and it happened quite early in the game too. So I'm glad Capcom able to do something new with this game, and I'm happy that a lot of people really enjoy this new IP. So yeah, I'm looking forward to try and finish it if the demons don't make me rage quit first. But we'll see. Yeah, but other than that, I played what else is that? Dungeons of Hinterberg. That's a fun game that combined everything. I mentioned this last week too, so yeah, it combined like a lot of cool elements from other well-known games. So if you play those or you have seen those gameplays, then yeah, you definitely would feel Dungeon of Hinterberg quite familiar. But it's a good thing. It's a nice game to try it out. And then what else? Oh yeah, I played Multiverses, the new season. Introduced it just came out last Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday, yeah, but Tuesday. And they have Samurai Jack as the new character for the new
Hmm.
season. So thanks to the first season pass, which allows me to get a decent enough of premium currency, I was able to get the season two pass as well for technically free. So I didn't spend anything at all on this one. So now I have to grind season two pass for multiverses, which gave me a really cool Samurai Jack armor, a skin near the end, which if I think it was his skin in his last season, which I haven't watched yet, but it was previewed in the trailer, so that looks cool. And he plays really nice. He plays exactly how you would imagine he would play with his katana, and how you see him in the show. So yeah, Samurai Jack pretty cool. I like that Multiverse is able to like pluck different properties from Warner Brothers Like Cartoon Network unfortunately closed down recently, from what I heard. So I think they're trying to. I'm glad that they're still using some of their characters in this game. So I think we're pretty good for now. But yeah, I like that Warner Brothers has this whole plethora of IPs under their belt. So they don't have to do what Sakurai did for Smash Brothers. Like he has to go to the other game studios and then probably had to pitch and probably has to, fork out a lot of money to get a guest character. So Warner Brothers like can just pick and choose, even from DC, all the Warner Brothers movies, all the anything from Cartoon Network. It's pretty endless for them. So I don't think they're gonna have a lot of guest characters on their side. They're just gonna choose which one they feel like they're gonna bring in. Oh yeah, the next character they teased was Beetlejuice, which is a very unlikely character to put in
That's
a
weird.
right?
Okay.
I mean, they had Agent Smith in the last one before Samurai Jack, so that was unexpected too. So getting Beetlejuice in was another thing. So it could be anything at this point, and Warner Brothers can just throw a dart at blindfolded, and then everyone will be like, "Oh wow, okay." So I'm glad that multiverse is thriving slightly right now with their season. So let's see how that goes. And it's still free to play. You don't have to pay or anything. Cross play and cross progress, so you can play anywhere with anyone. And then what else? Yeah, I play a bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeem uh off stream, unfortunately, because I just couldn't tahan for streaming time. That game, Future Redeem story Future Redeem story is pretty good. I just finished chapter 2. And then I don't know if you remember this, Harry. Chapter 2, where they finally group everyone to fight the Pharaohs with the console with just the Pharaohs. The action in there is like, oh man, this is like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 level, but better. I'm like, I don't
Oh,
remember that. Do you
so
remember that?
you met Shulk and
Yes.
and
And Rex.
mm-hmm. Nice, right?
Yeah, that end of 2, starting of chapter 3. Oh my goodness. How did they pull this off with this DLC? I mean, sometimes I think like this DLC should have been the main game, but then I think about like, okay, then they don't have the class change mechanic that they had, or some of the more they won't restrict themselves to the previous game, which is great. So I'm glad that this one is a DLC where all the restrictions from the previous game they can like focus on the story and the character development and all the relationships that build up from the first two games finally gonna pay off in this one. So yeah, I'm glad this was a DLC, and I'm glad it kind of acts like a closure. I haven't reached the end yet, but I feel obviously there's gonna be some closure, right? Because we don't see them in the third main game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to how this is gonna end, and hopefully I can stream that moment like I did with Xenoblade with the base game years ago. So yeah, that's pretty much it on my side. Pretty a lot of things happening.
I just want to add on when we just a little bit when it comes to the future redeem. It's always uh pretty cool to see what happens to our favorite characters once a game ended. So it was a
Yeah,
pretty hype moment to see Shulk, how he looks like when he got more older, and see
yeah,
how
yeah, yeah,
Rex
yeah.
did. Rex is the most. I think Rex has the biggest change in
Yep,
comes
yep.
to his appearance and stuff. Right. Uh, why why I say this because I have been in a Avatar: The Last Airbender watching marathon for the past 2 weeks,
Oh,
and
okay, okay.
once I done that, I immediately went to the Legend of Korra. So it's so super cool to see your favorite characters, what they become, and see all the homages. So pretty much future, uh, figure the future redeem
Redeem.
is pretty much the Legend of Korra kind of situation where you see how things happen after that.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
things
yeah.
you will know that sometimes things are not as beautiful as how it is like happily ever after. There's always something happen. after that, so I really like that kind of feel where I hope any of those well-beloved franchise, they may want to consider doing a bit more aftermath kind of entries for their games. It might
Mhm.
not all lah, but maybe some of them can explore this to maybe just let us know like what happened to these people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I find it would be a pretty interesting
It's pretty
take.
cool. I like that Rex got taller than Shulk.
And
he
buffer
wa-
as
he
well.
he buffer. He became the tallest character
Yep.
when in 2 he was like the super short and super skinny. I'm like, oh man, I like that they designed him to still follow his old design cues. Like he still has the what's that thing? The hook thing
The hook, yep.
that he had that even though he doesn't use it in battle anymore, but oh man, the design cues on him was pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't like the fact that the original voice actor didn't come back, but I understand why. Maybe his voice was still like a bit sound childish for it. He's an adult. He's 40 something, the original
Yeah.
voice actor, but he probably sound like younger Rex, so they had to choose another one to make him, follow his buffness, which I is fine, I understandable. But everything else is just is so cool. Like the new characters who look like their counterpart, probably more to unveil. I didn't read any spoilers yet, so they look exactly like the characters we know. So I can really see who they are already, but I want to see it like explicitly say it in the game to get my mind blown first. So but yeah, I'm looking forward how this story ends in a way. Then I can like put a rest on Xenoblade Chronicles, the whole series, and hopefully wait for Xenoblade Chronicles X being ported or whatever remastered in the new Switch. Yeah, that's the next goal.
Yeah, I'm so happy that Rex gets some pretty good closure for his side of the story,
Yeah.
because when Xenoblade
Okay.
Chronicles 2 came out that time, his design, his voice acting is being blasted like no end. So
I think I remember that. Even I wasn't
yeah,
playing two. I think he was a meme for a while.
yep,
Like his accent, his pronounce or whatever lah. They say the dub was terrible, but I think when I was playing it near three's release, I thought it was okay. I mean, it grew. I mean, the lip sync and all that probably wasn't matching, but his acting was pretty decent for his character. So it's just
yeah.
maybe just the art style, the technical side didn't grow very well. But I think the acting and the performance was it really stands the scent of time. I feel.
Yep. Maybe just
Yeah.
aside from a few lines that maybe it could be the director's fault or something, like the way he screams and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Ah,
Those are a
right,
bit
right,
awkward.
right.
But aside from that, he's actually a pretty he portrays a very innocent soul that's being brought into a very cruel world. So yeah, just the shouting, screaming is a little bit awful, lah. But aside from that, I actually really love Rex a lot. In fact, I think he's my most favorite one among the trilogy. That's
The
why
trilogy.
he's also why I prefer two. Two is my favorite compared to one and three. So
Mm.
I usually I roll for the underdogs. Let's just put it this way. Two is always the underdog.
Okay, okay.
All right, let's move on to Zerg. Come on, Zerg. Tell us what have you been playing.
It's almost like listening to a German people talking. They're
What?
just talking
What?
about the game just now. Because I partially understand what you guys are talking
Because we
about.
said Xenoblade and then he's straight away German.
uh,
What have we been saying in
uh,
German? Say. Convey it a little bit.
since since 0 minute about Xenoblade.
Z- I thought you have that game. You didn't
I
have that
do,
game?
but
No, he
I
lost
partially
it. Bloody
Uh,
hell.
uh,
it.
oh, he
Uh,
lost it.
let me rephrase that. I misplaced it somewhere. It should be somewhere.
Same like your Smash copy,
Right.
am I right?
I found my
Right.
Smash. So yeah.
And Xenoblade is
All
not
right.
found. Right.
Okay. Anyway, I have been trying a new game, an interesting game, not from my account. Um, it's Marvel Rivals.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm sure you guys know about it.
Oh,
But I got to play the game very short, 1 or 2 matches.
On someone else's account, you said.
Yeah, because I don't get the code. I'm waiting
Ah,
for the code in
yeah.
PS5, but I only have it on my PC. So I gave it to my friend, and my friend was not playing. You can get a new code if you're level 6, which is what I'm trying to get, so that I can give it to myself. But
Give it.
because I give one to him, that kind of thing. But anyway, there's a lot of requests for that game. I've been watching like almost 10 hours of Twitch drop
Really?
every day just to get the code.
You can't get
And
it at
apparently,
all? I
I
mean,
got
it's not
one.
like that simple.
It's not simple. They will
Oh,
give
shit.
after they stream 2 to 3 hours. They will give one random. So even when there's only 2 viewer, me and the other guy, I didn't even get it the second time. So it's
Damn.
a bit difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult, and they
Damn
have
I
luck,
didn't know it
man.
time.
was that bad.
That luck, man.
Yeah, because everyone wants it. But I must say one thing: the anticipation that it gives, even until now, um, it is something that I feel like the first Overwatch when I purchased the
Ah,
game out of the box, the Ultimate Hero Edition or whatever. That's how it feels, and the gameplay is almost like Overwatch 1 as well. And of course, you have a lot of Marvel's character, um people like Groot and Hela is very strong. So it's a very it feels almost like Overwatch. I don't know whether you guys have heard the footage. Even I can hear some sort of like, am I hearing Diva voice in the game?
oh, is
So
it?
yeah, the announcer. So it's a good game. It's gonna be free, right? So I think it will not
Yes.
be a problem there. I'm gonna play a hell out of it
Will it
once.
progress to the full game if you play this?
My
Or is
friend
it?
was telling me, yeah, but that's a good question because my friend was telling me that he got a free skin from the previous alpha
Oh, you
game.
do? Okay.
Yeah, my friend, not me. My friend
Oh,
was
your
telling
friend.
me that he got a new skin from
Uh-huh.
the alpha, close alpha, but
Okay.
then the skin was not carried forward. So
Oh,
Oh, no
yeah,
I
good.
think
so
I
I
think
have
might
no
as well
idea.
we just wait for the full
Agreed.
release.
Agreed. Yeah, because there's
Yeah.
a bit hiccup here and there. So like I said, I only played 2 games, and the game I can tell you is very challenging. Can you
Yeah.
imagine playing a Spider-Man, Adri? And I can tell you playing a Spider-Man is so difficult. I
Is
got
it?
Genji. Yeah, it's not like Genji. It's like Genji on steroid. So it's very hard
Genji is
because
already that tough to play. Then you saying me you telling
yeah,
me
I'm saying the swinging and I got headache just playing that, and I switched to
oh my
Venom.
god.
Oh
Venom
no.
is so good, but I can see the how high the level ceiling of Spider-Man is and how good he can be
Okay.
once you're expert in it.
Is
So
it
yeah, I see a potential in that game.
sorry
Yeah.
for Spider-Man, does it feel like playing the Marvel Spider-Man or is it a bit different? Like so different?
No, man. No.
No, okay.
It's like playing can you imagine it's like playing the Black Widow but in Usain Bolt kind of speed. So that's how it is.
Okay. Usain Bolt.
Yeah, so I don't have any interest in playing Spider-Man because there's so many character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High learning
In
curve,
that
right? Will it
instant,
be? Like Spider-Man high
yes, it
learning
will
curve.
definitely gonna be a high learning curve.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
that's why this closed beta is important. It's not because your progress is moving forward, it's your
yeah,
skill, your own skill
yes,
level.
correct. I'm
So
sure
all the
they're gonna tweak the skill, the
yeah,
passive
yeah,
here
yeah,
and
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
But after playing the game, I'm not sure whether Concord, the game that I played last week, gonna have a place in people console or PC
So
Oh,
sad,
anytime
man.
soon.
That's
yeah. Is
so
it
Yeah,
coming
the
sad,
price
around?
is
man.
gonna be
Is it coming around the same time?
September, I believe. But considering the price, right? The price is gonna
Mm.
be 160, 170
Yes,
each
yes,
in
correct.
Malaysia.
Correct.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think
I don't
people just
know.
go for Rivals. It's free to play. It is a well-known
And
IP, man.
And it's everywhere except Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except Switch, yeah. That's right. It's everywhere except
I,
Switch.
I,
I
just
think
wait for it to be free
I feel
then.
like Concord might be another case of Battleborn versus Overwatch when Overwatch first came
Yep,
out that time. I think it's
yep.
gonna be like that. Oh
It
I
man.
might,
mean, I
it
mean,
might be one of it.
have you
Yeah,
guys seen the open beta or whatever it is for Concord? You see the number of people playing on Steam. Supposedly, it's a place where most people will play, and like it was terrible.
yeah.
Oh, I
I
didn't see
can
that.
see, yeah, I can see that, and I can understand why it happens. Because if you play Concord, man, the game is very slow. I'm not saying about the pace of the game, the loading of the screen, the selection of the heroes. I have no
Yeah,
understand.
okay, yeah. I agree. I played that. I
Yeah,
played that. It
you
was
played
like
the game, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have no idea what happened. It's very slow. You need to pick up a new character, and then suddenly you were being given only 3 seconds. But then the loading screen is, man,
Yeah.
I cannot. So that will make a lot of people like, you know what? I just want to move on after one game. But Marvel Rivals, man, that game is
Dude. I saw
quick
some games on Twitch and I'm like,
different.
oh, you die and then instantly you raise
Yeah,
them back again. Wow.
yeah, yeah,
That is
yeah,
amazing,
yeah.
man. It is
So
only closed beta too.
yes.
Holy crap.
So please don't play Concord. And please don't play Concord because it's not free. But to be fair, we are being pampered with a lot of free games.
Right,
It is
true.
why I think it's not a bit fair for Concord.
Concord.
Yeah.
And
So
then I think it's the timing too. I
yes,
think it's the
definitely, it's
timing.
all about time. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, to be fair to Concord as well, there's a reason why they want to charge money because they're not going to introduce a
Yeah.
battle pass, right? So, I
Yeah.
mean,
They
I
don't
guess
have
in that
Yeah.
anything.
case,
Yeah.
it's understandable, it's respectable, that they are not introducing battle pass, lah. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think they're still charging microtransaction, right, for costume and skins, right?
So yep, yep. Correct.
Okay, okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay.
All the
Yeah, they're
costume
not
and
wrong there
skins.
then. Yeah, I mean respectable in that way, but but at the end of the day, consumers is the king. When they see something is free, they don't really care whether you have better pass or not. They know it's free. They go for
Yep.
whatever is free.
They're gonna try it. Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah.
160 ringgit is gonna be a big barrier, very big barrier to be
Definitely.
frank, because it actually it's a few days of meal, I guess, if you leave
Few
me
days of
alone.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Too bad, lah, Concord. That's too bad. People are still optimistic, like I saw from X. So okay, hopefully it's better.
Hopefully.
Any other games,
Mm.
Zer?
Oh yeah. I've been playing a game called. I played this game in my Switch. I played it again because I just saw it in PS5. It's a Sakuna Rise.
Oh
You guys
Oh,
heard about the game,
yes,
right?
yes. Someone mentioned
nice,
this.
nice.
Someone mentioned
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, I played again. This is my second time playing because I want to
Hmm.
see how is the. It is free in PS5. I
Oh,
just want to see the graphic in
Oh,
PS5.
oh, is it the PSN extra?
I think so. I believe so. Yeah, it should
Okay,
Sakuna
be.
of
okay.
It
Rise
should be
and
PS.
Ruin.
Yeah, I love the game, right? The
Love it.
2D, the rise thingy. You need
Love,
to
love,
put
love.
some water, whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the game that I love. I played quite a number. I don't know why I played the game, but the quality of the graphic is so much better, definitely because it's PS5, right? Because it's a quick game. For me, it's a relaxing, like Harvest Moon kind of game for me. I just play around and collect all the items. And the very last game that I've been grinding is a new game mode by League of Legends. I know the game is dead literally because no one is playing mobile anymore, right? They have this new mode called Swarm. So basically,
Swarm.
this game is like Vampire Survivor.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, I was surprised. I don't have League of Legends for so many years, but the moment I saw the trailer and YouTube how people are playing, I definitely installed the game
Swarm,
to
eh?
see Swarm,
Swarm.
SWARMS.
Is this the League of Legends
SW.
PC or mobile? Or
PC,
both?
Oh,
PC.
Oh, okay, PC.
swarm.
Yeah, Swarm.
Swarm.
A swarm of
So
enemies. Swarm.
yeah, so
Zerg Swarm.
yeah, I was playing it just now after work, so it's fun. It's very challenging. So it's that kind of game whereby you just rock like kind of thing where you keep on playing, you keep on losing, you keep on dying, but you upgrade your stat, your skill. So it's fun. I think it's a casual game for me because I'm very frustrated. I didn't get marble. If I do have one, I think I'm gonna play it again and again and again because I'm waiting for Super Vive. What's the name of the game again? The one that I give you guys code.
Oh yeah, Supervive. Yes.
Yeah, it's very slow. I really wish they open up the beta again. So yeah, now that we don't have a time to play that. So yeah, my rally is still until early August. So if I can get a code, I will share with you guys because you need to choose which platform, PC, PS5, PS
Oh, okay,
or
okay.
Xbox. You cannot have multiple, so yeah, it's a bit limited. So those are the games that I'm playing right now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for my case, actually, before I move on, I'm so happy that Zerg mentioned Sakuna of Rise and Ruin. That's why I'm very excited. So sorry about that because I adore that
You
game so
made his
much.
night, Zerg.
I adore that
Same,
game
same. I
a
love that
lot.
game.
There's a certain
Yeah, yeah.
charm when it comes to the build because in terms of farming sims and stuff like that, you see a lot of them are pretty similar. This one, right? You have to put
Yes.
the detail of putting planting the rice into
Yeah,
the paddy
right?
field. I heard right.
Yeah.
I heard that
It's so
certain
different.
yeah, I heard that certain countries they are like using this game as a reference when it comes to the farming sim.
Wow,
Oh,
I didn't know
wow.
Yeah,
that.
maybe I think you can Google it. I hope I'm not
Wow,
wrong
wow, 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 wow.
because it's accurate because it's quite
It's
accurate. I
that
love the
good.
detail of it, so that's why I
Mm-hmm.
adore this game so much. I wish I had more time to play it. Okay, so my case, Kunisugami, same as Adri.
Yay.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
got
I played the
the
game as well.
great. I just got the unit for the shaman. Is it the healer,
The
lady
aesthetic,
healer?
the healer,
Yep,
the what?
I just got
Is it
the healer. Yeah,
is it before the sumo? Is it after the sumo?
after the sumo. Yeah. Oh, you haven't got it, is it?
Oh, no. I didn't.
Oh
I
shit! Sorry,
haven't
I'm so
fought the
sorry
boss
about
yet.
it. I'm so sorry about it. I
But
spoil it.
I remember seeing a healer, but it's fine. It's fine. It's good.
Oh, anyway, I just bought the boss. I think my progress is quite slow already because I went back to the previous stages to get the to get the challenges. So this game is
Okay.
really addictive. I love it. Tower defense games has always been my jam, especially the ones that let you participate. Don't just let you build, but like actually let you participate. So this is pretty cool. Aside from that, I also played Modern Warfare 3 though. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3
Oh
download.
yeah. I did try the bit.
Um
Tried that a bit.
I'll be honest and tell you I'm a silent Call of Duty fan. I have not
Silent. Okay.
I the more recent games I have not played, the remake of Modern Warfare 2, I have not played. And I'll be honest, I am not feeling this game, man. The campaign mode is I
Really?
don't like it. Okay, there's a reason why. So far I played like 6 missions.
Okay.
At least half of them, right, are pretty much just Warzone. Like you are being dropped into an open area and you're supposed to do objectives. Call of Duty for me, right? I came from the OG Call of Duty, where Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
War at War. These are very very nicely designed linear experience. That's what Call of Duty campaigns for me. But Modern Warfare 3, I'm not sure when they start doing this. They just forget about that. There's still some story elements, but you are dropped into this open area, and you need to do either sneak around. You are supposed to sneak around and complete objectives. There's not much linearity. Everything is just really open. That's why I saw a lot of people complain that it's pretty much just Warzone with AI bots, and I can't agree with some story elements. And for me, as a OG
Oh.
Call of Duty campaign fan, I'm very disappointed. Of course, there's the remaining 40%, 50% of the campaign are linear. Those I love. But the rest of it, the one that extra the remaining 50% is pretty much you have to sneak around. You have to choose your objective, sneak around. and then go to the next mission so that you
But I
can see
want
the
to
next
shoot
cutscene.
things.
You are shooting things. You are shooting things. I did
Okay.
try to go guns blazing lah, but it did not turn out well for me lah. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm not really liking it so far. I'll still go through because I love KODD campaigns. I want to see what happens next. So I'll just keep going lah. But I'm just saying lah, I'm not liking the open map format lah. KODD campaigns for me have always been very nicely designed levels. Where the level itself tell the story. Right now, what I'm doing is that I want to faster finish this level so that I can see the next cutscene. For me, that is not good game design. That is just tedious lah. So, and one more thing, the zombie mode. The zombie mode, I'm not sure how am I supposed to do this, but zombie mode, they don't let you play alone anymore. You have to do matchmaking. So I've been trying to do that like yesterday. Nothing's happening. I'm not getting to any lobbies or whatever. So I'm not sure what did I do wrong. So yeah, zombie mode is a pretty cool one, but well, at least the old World at War you can still play alone if you want, but Modern Warfare 3
Mhm.
you have to matchmaking or else you're
That
not playing it.
sucks.
And I do not like the menu. The menu of this Call of Duty launcher is
Oh yeah.
terrible.
I did not like it at all.
It took
Uh,
me to search only I can find where is the campaign. The I'm
it
not sure.
was so bad.
Is this how gaming these days are? Like everything is like so mobile ish like that. So yeah,
Yeah, I
so
didn't like it. I did not like it at all.
yep. So that's pretty much my gaming for this week. Some pretty cool moments with Kunisugami, but some disappointing moments with Modern Warfare 3. Can we just go back to the old linear Call of Duty? Can we? Ah, damn it! I'm so sad right now. And
Harry, I want to ask, considering the amount of gig that you have installed, are you gonna? I installed
someone's
the game as well. I installed the
someone's.
game as well. It takes me almost 2 days to finish the whole thing, and
Holy
it turned
Oh
crap.
me off.
wow,
No, because I
Zerg.
Finish
turned on my
downloading?
PC.
I
I
feel
turned on
so.
my PC. I thought everything is finished, but I don't know why. So I opened it up again. On and off for 2 days.
Uh-huh.
So considering the amount of gig that you have put in, are you gonna just say goodbye, Modern Warfare 3, or you
No,
just gonna play because?
I
Maybe try to finish it and
yeah,
see
I'm still gonna finish the
the
campaign at
campaign.
least.
At
I'm
least.
gonna finish the
Yeah.
campaign at least. I want to see the story because I mean some people may not agree, but I kind of like Call of Duty campaign stories. I kind of like it. So I always love all these kind of war kind of stories and stuff. So I'm gonna finish it. It's just that my enthusiasm is just dropped quite a bit lah. Hopefully the story is able to carry on after this. So but I'm definitely am disappointed lah. It's not the same kind of Call of Duty that I once loved. It's in terms
Mm-hmm.
of the format. But
Mm-hmm.
when it's linear, it's actually really good. The gunplay is actually really nice. Just that it's the open map levels that I really, really dislike. Yeah. But if you ask me worth or not, it depends. Do you love Call of Duty campaigns or not? You don't love that, I suggest you just delete it.
Or
Got
you like the
200 gigs, 200 gigs, seriously, that's no joke. Zerg,
that's crazy, man.
I feel for you. Wow, 2 days. Mm,
Yeah,
I'm I feel very I feel very
I
fortunate.
I don't know whether you got this notification saying that the Xbox service is down since Thursday night.
Oh, I got
So
it. I
that's
got
It
it
was
now.
today. It
yeah.
was
So that's
today.
it is still like that because I'm trying to see the status in Microsoft website. It still say processing or pending, whatever it is. So I think that's one of the reason why because it suddenly stopped. Some of the game that I installed is not visible, so I
Oh,
need
is
to
it?
turn it off. I don't know what happened lah. Probably there's something wrong with that. But it's lucky enough because I have Rivals to play the other day, so I don't care so much on the Modern Warfare. It's free anyway, isn't it? So yeah.
Mm, I'm not sure. So is it because it take 2 days for you? Is it because of the speed, internet speed, or is it because of the Xbox service disruption?
I think so. In a way, the disruption, because I don't see it's downloading. I thought it's done. So when I
Mm.
open up my Xbox again, it says, "Oh, I don't have the game because it's not finished downloading."
Hmm.
You
Oh,
know that kind of thing. When
Mm.
it
yeah,
is
yeah.
not on the in the downloading menu and the
Mm-hmm.
tab bar, you thought it's done, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yeah.
receive any notification, so that's what happened. So I thought it's done. So yeah, pretty much
Right.
because of the disruption, I would believe so.
I
But
mean, I
yeah,
mean,
I'll give it a go as well.
at least it's because of disruption now, not because of the speed. Like, if it's your speed, if it's the disruption, eventually you'll get fixed, right? So that's a good
Mm-hmm,
thing.
mm-hmm,
But if it's the speed, then I cannot help you already.
mm-hmm.
That I really cannot help you already. Because especially for Xbox Game Pass app on PC, you only download like max like 50, 60 MBs per second.
Mm-hmm,
That game is like 200 plus gigs. It take me quite a
mm-hmm.
while, so it's one of the biggest games I've downloaded. I have to delete quite a few games that just to fill it up.
Damn.
Yep. Even for a 2 terabyte SSD. I How did we get here, man? 2 terabyte. Two t-
Which is why 1 terabyte PS5 or even Xbox is not enough. When you try to play all these games, so yeah, it's a bit sucks.
I don't know how we get here. Like we have machines with 2 terabytes is like way more than the machines that's used to fly to the moon. Like what the I don't understand. I It's always in my mind. Like I don't understand. What are we doing here anyway? All right. Let's move on to our first topic. Yeah, I guess that's our first topic lah. We have two topics today. First topic is let's talk about the Assassin's Creed Shadows discourse. Basically, a lot of the Assassin's Creed fans have always been wanting a game based on the Japan theme, based on the Japan era, and they got it. But the problem is that there are some things in the game where people are not happy about. Lah. I'm just gonna read it out just to give you guys some context, alright?
Okay.
So why are people not happy about the game? First off, it's about the historical accuracy and also about the cultural sensitivity. So the people are arguing that Ubisoft have not been faithful to the historical details, which has offended some members of the Japanese community. There's a petition that goes on with like 90,000 plus signatures to ask for the game to be cancelled. Not sure how that's gonna work. Basically, the petition is like accusing Ubisoft of misrepresenting samurai culture and promote historical inaccuracies, mainly because of the representation of Yasuke. Um,
Right.
Yasuke is a samurai in the game, right? Based on the controversy, they say that his status as a samurai in history is actually debatable. So while some actually appreciate that Yasuke is being featured quite heavily in the game, they feel like he's we are in the era where there's this thing called what, DEI,
Yeah.
this
The
diversity,
equality,
equality, and I is what,
inclusion,
inclusivity, right?
Inclusion,
inclusivity. Yeah.
Either that, yeah,
inclusion, yeah.
that's one of the word, right? So, a lot of people are there's two sides of this, and there's always a left and right trying to argue when a person of color being featured in a media in a entertainment medium. There's always the another side that always fight back, say this person is not qualified. This person is only here because of DEI. I'm not sure what happened these days in the modern world, but this DEI thing keep being brought up, lah. Right? So there's one thing is about the representation of Yasuke, and a lot of people have issue with the marketing as well. They say that even Ubisoft these days has actually came out to acknowledge that there's some issue with the way they present the game. So they actually came out like a 4 image post on X to actually explain, to actually apologize to the fans and especially the Japanese community And also to explain basically to that this is actually a work of fiction you
Mm-hmm.
through a historical setting. So it's a fictional story, just that is using a real world setting. That's it. So that's the marketing issue lah. And also, of course, being it being a Western kind of game, obviously people are when people are not happy, what they do, they will go and harass anyone they know that made the game. So let's just say lah, if Adri actually is involved in a game somehow, and they found out that Adri is involved, they will dig him out and then they will harass him. I mean, doesn't mean that he is doing it. No, that's not the case. But you get what I'm trying to say. So a lot of personal harassment is being happen is being take is happening, that the CEO of Ubisoft actually have to come in and say, please don't harass our developers. And through this, right, I actually kind of agree. I kind of hope that I kind of agree with Nintendo's way of not disclosing the developer team to protect them on cases like this. So this actually proof that Nintendo is right out in a way. But anyway, so you guys have already understand that why this game is controversial. The basically is around the character of Yasuke lah. But I have to say, I thought Yasuke is quite prominently portrayed in old Japanese Sengoku era, whatever it is, not just in Ubisoft game, is Assassin's Creed, but in like other Japanese game based on that historical era, isn't it? So we have things like the what's the other one for Dynasty Warriors? Another one is called what?
Samurai Warriors.
Samurai Warriors. I thought Samurai Warriors there's a Yasuke as well. So there's a black dude there
I think so.
for playable. There's a lot of medium portrayal of Yasuke as well, being a black guy in Japan. So basically want to chat with you guys what you guys think of this now. What do you guys think about this Discord? Because I can share with you mine first. I feel like it's another case of gamers being what do I call this? Being very fragile with their heart, very super duper sensitive, where they like to just find something to hate on, especially the group of people who are always accusing things, trying to simplify things that they don't like as DEI. So I just feel that these people are just a bit too sensitive, bit too what's it called? I think the word is just sensitive, that they're just always trying to find things to fight on, and then trying to cause some trouble for it's their own amusement, I guess. But I don't agree with what this whole discourse is about. I just feel like since it's plain for the very beginning that it's a fictional historical game, right? So you have played the old Assassin's Creed game, right? These are all fictional characters, but with where you meet some historical figures. What
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
so different compared to the old games? Why is it the old game did not get such criticism, but this one gets? Is it because he's a black dude? I feel like it's because he's a black dude. Whereas the older games are pretty much white guys or white skinned people or brown skinned people. But as long as but as long as it involves a black person, that is like that. Then it's being used because it's DEI. I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. I find that Yasuke it could he seems like a real person. He's a I think historians had already said he is a real person. So why are you guys being so sensitive about it? I just don't understand. So that's my take. Like I feel like this whole thing is unnecessary. It's just the wrong people trying to use this leverage to push an agenda that's destroying the world nowadays. So that's my take. Adri, you want to share?
Yeah, yeah. Regarding this, I thought using Yasuke was an interesting take for Assassin's Creed, because it's so left field. Usually they wouldn't use a actual or even a direct historical figure
Mm-hmm.
as a playable character. Like before this, you probably had, yeah. Most of them are usually original characters that interact with historical figures like Leonardo da Vinci in Assassin's Creed 2. He was your tools guy. And then in 3, you had George Washington
Oh,
and
cool.
Benjamin Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were just real life characters that you somehow contributed to the history, and that's usually how I learned my history. To be honest, back in SMK,
Yeah, actually, it's
Sejarah,
true.
Sejarah exam, I was like, oh yeah, I know this. I was there. That kind of thing.
Wow.
So yeah, that kind of using original characters was like a cool way to put ourselves in the shoes and go through the history. So when it comes to this, suddenly there's Yasuke and then yeah, it kind of the way he is portrayed. Some people, I don't think it's just because he's black. It's just because some, not just because he's black. Some like are is unsure if he's a real person or was he even a samurai serving Nobunaga, or it was not clear. Uh, but given Ubisoft history and whatever woke culture they tried to do back then, didn't hit well with a lot of people. So they thought that using Yasuke was a way for them to, use they go for DEI lah, to like, oh, you just want to use the black guy. You want to use Yasuke just for the sake of it, that kind of thing. Not just is a historical accurate or historical figure that was happened to be part of this. And it doesn't help like some. I don't know if you saw the things they sent to Japanese influencers to play Assassin's Creed Shadow, that there was a statue of him, and then they got the banner for his samurai banner wrong, like not
Oh
the
yeah, that's
Nobunaga
alright.
insignia. It was like something else. Like, oh, okay, that kind of proves even more that they're just using Yasuke just for the sake of DEI or whatever. So I thought that was interesting to finally change to a historical figure. If we just stick it to just a female ninja or whatever, then you interact with Yasuke as an ally. I thought that would be really cool that you were going to be fighting with him instead,
Mm.
or even do it in a DLC. Like some of the DLC have like historical figures as main focus. Like I remember Assassin's Creed 3 one had a what is it, non-canon alternate universe
Oh
where
yeah, that
George
was awesome.
Washington,
That was
yeah, George
awesome.
Washington was the villain.
He
Because
become
oh wow,
tyrant.
that's cool. They could have been. I thought they would just continue more like that. Like what if in history, right?
Yep.
I thought they would do something more, but then we don't have anything in Black Flag, Rogue, or even
Mm.
what's that, Origins and whatever. They just continue like a side story ish, or just exposition for an established lore in the game. They don't have any of that anymore. I thought they would be cool, and they could have used Yasuke as like an extra DLC. They could have sell it like oh yeah, Yasuke is here, you're gonna help him with Nobunaga to do something, whatever, assassinate a Templar or whoever Templar adjacent in that timeline, to help Nobunaga spread his reign across Japan. I thought that would be cool. Like you would be helping, you would be part of history like that. I thought Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed before 4 even was like that. Like you were like part of history, you helped this happen, and because you're an assassin, right, you were in the shadows, so it wasn't written in history. So I find that really cool. So now it's a bit different way they want to approach it. Like now you're a direct figure in this timeline, in this Assassin's Creed game. So whatever you do is like probably written in history, or it's just you, people assume, like people would need you would need to assume that Yasuke actually did this in real life, and that kind of like takes away from the fantasy, out of this world is semi grounded thing that Assassin's Creed had. So yeah, I thought, though they try to turn it up a bit by using Yasuke, but I think it's just like you said. It's just they want to like upkeep that DEI thing, which is I don't think necessary. I don't. Maybe they just didn't want to call themselves like a Ghost of Tsushima clone, because Ghost of Tsushima is the Assassin's Creed Japan that everyone wanted, and it was very good. Everyone liked it. So, and Ubisoft was too late on that on doing that. So they just don't want to do like another Japanese protagonist uh doing Assassin's Creed stuff. They just want to make different as Ghost of Tsushima, which I think that also leads to why they use Yasuke instead of if I feel like it's even worse if they just use a random black guy also, because yeah, it's like you said, it's hitting the DEI checklist on their thing, on their culture. So yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like, and there seems to be. Do you see the latest post they post on Twitter? Like they're apologizing, but
Yep.
not actually not really apologizing. That
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's yeah. I found that post a bit weird, and they could have just done it. If they want to apologize like that, they could have just done the whole thing the correct the first time instead of messing it up. So yeah, I don't know how this game gonna sell, or it's gonna be a huge, very controversial. Oh, maybe it's just gonna be blown over once people start playing it. Like, oh yeah, playing Yasuke is cool. That kind of thing. It could be all of that I mentioned. So just wanna
Mm.
see how it goes. When is it coming out? September? Is it September also? September, November? Quite late in the year.
Soon now,
So
but
we
sometime this year.
yeah, yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
Good luck to Ubisoft. Man. See how it goes. Eh, But down the line, a few years later, we might get it free from the Ubisoft Play, whatever. So,
Or maybe it might be out in few months time. Who knows? Seeing as
yeah,
how
you
things
know,
goes these days.
who knows? It might come out in Game Pass. You never know. So, and then we get to play because we subscribe to it and get free Ubisoft whatever service there. So Ubisoft Connect, Ubisoft Plus, whatever. Because we
Hmm.
have Game Pass. Yep.
Um, I Adri definitely have a bit different point of view than mine. I think based on what I understand from you, you do feel that it kind of has a little bit of DEI kind of element into it. Where
Yeah.
I think that shouldn't be. But then from your point of view, I definitely can see why people think that way. Because I agree with what you said in terms of how he should have been presented in the game, where
Yeah.
you should have just been playing maybe the female assassin, right? It's a female
Yep.
a ninja, right? It's a ninja
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that, where maybe you can meet him just like how you meet Leonardo da Vinci, just like how you meet George Washington
Yep.
along the way, or he could be a DLC, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Use
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
way to just don't put him as a focus of the game, and just put it as part of a history. I think in that way,
Yeah.
people may have less thing to talk about. Right now, you
They
put
could.
in, yeah, it's kind of weird, especially at this time, this kind of sensitive time.
Because I think yeah, they could have just include Yasuke and then make him an assassin, because people say that there's no concrete proof that he exists or he was there. Like there was not really concrete proof, like not enough written history that he was there long enough. But people keep saying he was. Some Japanese historians keep saying yeah he was there serving Nobunaga, or some people say he was not there or he was just there for a while. So you can just use that confusion of history to make him like, oh, he was an assassin this whole time, and you were helping him stay hidden and whatnot. So yeah,
Hmm.
you can do that. But now you're like a directly. He's I don't know how he's gonna be gameplay, but he's like a full blown ass samurai
Yeah, that's
walking in
another
daylight,
thing as well.
wearing the armor. Yeah, wearing the armor. Like he's not really hidden. He's like there. You people can say like, oh yeah, I know there was a black guy as a samurai because he was slicing people up in the streets. Yeah. So
Yasuke, the cucumber
yeah,
man slaughter.
yeah. It would have been a concrete evidence that he was there. But I don't know how the story's gonna goes for them. But we'll
True.
see. We'll see.
I agree as well on that part too, where he is really um he sticks out in the sore thumb lah, where
Yep.
we can argue that in Assassin's Creed, shit, what's the last one already? Valhalla.
Valhalla. Yep.
where you can argue that okay, yes, your character could be a big brute dude, but he's still walking around he could be stealthy and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. But Yasuke is a big brute. He's literally a big brute in in broad daylight or in the open, right? Fighting against enemies. You even seen in the
Mhm.
marketing tools or marketing videos where he's not trying to hide himself,
Yep.
right?
He was there.
Whereas the female assassin is the one that doing what Assassin's Creed is doing. So in that
Yeah.
case, once you mention it, I do feel it's kind of weird on that part.
Mm.
I don't want to because my point of view is I don't want to just plain and say the inclusion of Yasuke is because of I don't want to do that. I would like to give the benefit of the doubt to the developers that they have good intentions. It's
Mm.
just that maybe it's it being misinterpreted wrongly, right? So that's what I think lah. Zerg, what do you think?
Hmm. At first I thought it's just gonna be another a short lifespan of quarrel in the internet, like what we used to have every month, where people will
Yeah.
quarrel about one
Okay.
thing and then they
Yeah.
will move on 1 week later because
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
attention span is very little,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then they always wanted to find a topic to talk about. But
Yes. Yes.
after looking at too many things in my timeline about this, I think I can get it why there's always two side of a story, and even you can take it in a different way. Remember when this is a bit segue, but remember when there's this show, cooking show, whereby one of the panelists or even the chef, if I'm not wrong, was commenting about rendang for not being
Oh my
crispy.
God.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
And
that was
That
yeah,
was
you
so
know
long
how
ago, dude. But yeah.
you remember how that comment incites hatred and unity among Indonesian, Malaysian, probably Singaporean, and how people are like
Yeah. Yeah.
putting the resentment of okay, you shouldn't touch our culture, this is blah 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 blah. So I think same can be applicable for Japanese samurai as well. It I'm not Japanese for sure. I have no idea about uh whether Assassin's Creed gonna be a true depiction of samurai story or not. Whether like what they said is gonna be a telltale story of what samurai is, because after playing quite a number of Assassin's Creed, for example, Assassin's Creed 1, isn't the protagonist an Arab in the Middle East?
Yeah.
And also
That's
the
right. That's
Assassin
right. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, the Assassin's Creed 2 is in Italian in Italy. So they're trying
Yes.
to portray that kind of thing, right? Even in
Mhm.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's a Norse guy, Norse,
Yep.
and it is in British and also Scandinavia. I'm not really sure because I didn't finish the game. It's a very long game.
Yes, it
You
is.
did.
So yeah, one thing for sure, I think Tom Cruise gonna be upset because he thought he's the last samurai, but he's being replaced by this guy.
Oh
So
my God. I
Oh
thought
my
he's
god.
not samurai. What are you talking about? Okay, that's
no, the
another
movie
debate.
Last Samurai, right? It's just a
That's a
joke.
different debate. Never mind.
What a
Okay.
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
mention. Nice one.
So I think as Japanese, they may be mad because when you talk about DEI, it all started because of black, white, in the West, is not really applicable in Japan because inclusivity in Japan, there's a lot of variety in Japanese, right? So I think there may be a fabrication in the story that they don't like, and it definitely is going to be very sensitive when you talk about culture, religion, and now that we have heard Ubisoft coming out with a response saying that they're sorry, and there's a involvement in government as well that wanted to get the
Oh,
game cancelled, which I think not gonna be successful because I'm sure Ubisoft have spent thousand or even million in the game, right? The game is not being released, so I think yeah, this heated debate. I think on our side, Japanese should be the one who knows why they are mad at this issue, rather than people putting in oil or you know what, there shouldn't be a problem because there's a black, we just want to blah, 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 because there's another protagonist which is really a Japanese lady. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not just about the black and white, blah, blah, blah. So I think for me, I would just leave it to them. If you guys really want to jump into a conclusion whereby they shouldn't. One thing for sure, I'm not gonna buy the game on day one. Like I'd really say, probably you're gonna get it free. So
The Game Plus
I
effect.
yeah, but if you were to ask me honestly, I will allow the Japanese to be offended because this is their culture.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
yep,
if
yep.
they think this is racism, they have a strong belief in it because they know their own story. Because when you talk about Yasuke, right? Back in the
Yep.
days, if you play a lot of game talk about Yasuke for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
is the story really true? I remember back then I was reading Wikipedia. I have no idea what I was talking about, and then I watched this 12 Slave, the Western movie that I watched. Yeah, the appetite and everything is happening, but is it really happening over there? So we don't know the exact story about who Yasuke is. Probably people are really mad about, oh, Yasuke is not a samurai. There's no way. If you remember back then when Ghost of Tsushima, right? Ghost of
Yes.
Tsushima was released. I remember it was being commented as historically inaccurate, and just because the white people, I think the Western was the one who created the game. Uh, when
Yeah.
they
Sucker
created a
punch.
game, yeah, when they created a game, Japanese game, people say it's historically inaccurate. But when Assassin's Creed was created, the same people who commented on um, uh, um, the game, the Ghost of Tsushima game, was saying, "Oh, this is diversity. This is not a big deal." So yeah, I think we should accept the culture of a Japanese and why they are mad or even they are obsessed over the hatred that they put on Ubisoft because they really wanna put the culture in a very high tier in terms of preservation or even inclusiveness. I, I, and also, I don't believe that Japanese doesn't like black people to be in the game. I don't think that's the narrative here, but yeah, we don't know the
Yeah.
whole story.
Is the inaccuracy of Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think Yasuke being there is not the problem for Japanese. It's like how they the
There may be
because
there may be a fabrication in the story, in the history,
yeah,
the depiction of the visuals. So those are the
yeah,
things
yeah.
which which they may have seen that we don't see in our art because we're not in the culture.
True.
So yeah, that's yeah.
I think it's more towards okay, I'm gonna compare this with two things that happening culturally in Japan that's quite happening right now. One is this one, the Yasuke Ubisoft debacle, right? They hated it because some inaccuracy or whatever, and they never mentioned that Yasuke is the problem. They like um the one thing I think is the statue thing was a huge thing like in Japan. The Japanese influencers getting the wrong thing, the wrong
Some
details on
flags
that
or something,
statue.
right? Some flags
Yeah, the
or
flags and
whatever weird
the
stuff.
flags and some the swords. I think the sword was wrong too. I forgot a lot, but
Yeah,
a lot of
so
details were wrong. They never
mhm.
say that Yasuke being there was the problem. It's the details. Okay, that's one. And the other one is if you're following TikTok and YouTube short or whatever, there was this song from Megan Thee Stallion called what is it?
Oh,
Masushi.
Watashi
Yeah,
Wasta. Okay,
Watashi
yeah.
was yeah that one. I don't
I've been
know.
obsessed with the song.
Okane Kazeku Watashi wa
Yeah,
Star.
Organica
Yeah.
still still
So
yeah.
is Megan Thee Stallion a black African American rapper, female rapper, was saying in Japanese, featuring another Japanese, a native Japanese male rapper lah. So he's saying his lines, and Megan Thee Stallion is saying her lines in Japanese also. So the one that got offended mostly are the weebs in let's say the random black guy or the random anime lover, Western lover, and say like, oh, her pronunciation is actually wrong. It's not like that, to be honest. And then the one that replies them are the native Japanese speakers like, you shut up or whatever. She's doing her best. We love her speaking Japanese. Her song is catchy. We love it. So yeah, it's never about the race. It's usually the detail. If Megan Thee, it will be a different story if Megan Thee Stallion pronounce her words or the saying those sentences wrong. Then yeah, then I guess the Japanese will be like, no, actually the format of the sentence are different, are not supposed to be like that. But this one is like the opposite. It's the Western people or who thinks they can speak Japanese and want to like defend the language when actually the Japanese people are like, oh yeah, yeah, go speak Japanese. Especially famous people, they love it when they start speaking Japanese. So yeah, it's like how these people present their culture uh correctly that the Japanese people will accept rather than they don't say the face of it all. Usually like the details, the context of the thing that they're getting offended by. So yeah, you can see like these two. That's why the Mega T Stallion song is super catchy right now, and a lot of Japanese people really love it. While on the other hand, you have this Yasuke thing with Ubisoft like failing their homework in getting things right. So but when it comes to Ubisoft, you thought they have all the resources to do the research properly and all that. That's why it's even more worse. It's worse than when they're flunking this and people are like say, "Hey, you want us to pay a lot of money for your first quadruple game, but then you're doing your research not properly, not in a way that we hope you would have done." Then yeah, I can understand why some people will be up in arms with this with Ubisoft.
Mm, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. It's the small details. The devil
Yeah,
is on the small details now. The devil's in the
yeah.
details now, right? So, I mean, I can't wait when Assassin's Creed Jade comes out for the China's
Oh,
cheese market. Seeing how fragile us Chinese are,
oh my
I
goodness,
can't
oh
wait
my
for that to
goodness.
happen for chaos. It's gonna start World War Three. Where is Ubisoft located? I think they are
uh,
everywhere. I think this is World War Three. I think we're talking about World War Three already. Anyway,
would uh, I hope that don't that I hope that doesn't offend just native China people, but I hope it doesn't offend you too, Harry. Like, oh, I never in China. I'm not a Chinese native, but yeah, I'm super offended with Assassin's Creed Jade for some reason. I hope it's not like that, lah. I hope it doesn't reach that point. If they reach that point, and we're gonna have a podcast where you just talk about how Assassin's Creed Jade just insult every Chinese person in the world, then yeah, that will be something else. Ubisoft,
they,
that will be something else.
I'll be honest. You try not to offend. Oh damn it! You try not to offend a race that's like they are pretty much everywhere. They are
Yeah,
pretty much everywhere.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
I mean, I agree with what Adu said just now. You, the cringe word is you have one job. Your job is your game sells the unique selling point of your game is the the historical detail that you put inside your games, right? And if you
Yeah.
fumble it, yeah, you had one job. Why are you not doing it? Don't tell me that you don't have Japanese. You didn't cross check with Japanese people when you do your research, right? That can't be right. You bound to, you know, check your
They
sources, or do they
they
not?
claim they have reliable historian to support them, but there's a contradictory statement saying that they're trying to find someone non-Japanese to represent them. So that command, if I'm not wrong, was deleted or something like that.
Oh,
So
is it?
and also there's a trailer released just for Japanese, but they put a Chinese subtitle in it, which
Oh
makes people think,
shit.
Don't
yeah,
lah.
which make the Japanese, again, this is just probably a speculation, things you guys are being insensitive after the fault that you have given. So of course it will make people more mad, right? So yeah.
That
Oh
is
my goodness.
That is so
Yeah.
weird. Chinese and Japanese, there's a difference, you know. There's
Yeah, that's a huge blunder, man. Especially with the history of China and Japanese also. I don't think they even get over it, right? Like
Yeah, if you go to
the history they have.
yeah.
So when you fumble that, oh man,
Probably you
you
can ask
cannot.
Reese more about that.
okay. Yeah, it goes back to I mean, like, do your proper research. Um, it just shows it currently. It just shows that you're not sincere in your work, lah. Which is terrible. Considered that your IP, this particular IP, has always been strive for how much love they put inside the world. Right now, it just feels like you guys are just fulfilling a homework, fulfilling a demand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people want Japanese theme games. Yeah, they just do only, but didn't really put on the much of the homework um to make it, you know, a work of love, lah, right? So
Right,
currently it just
right.
doesn't show that way. Wish them luck. They are trying. This is they are currently in their heavy promotional period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that translates to sales. Um,
And
yeah.
awards for the Game Awards,
Uh,
we'll see.
I haven't seen a Assassin's Creed game get into Game Awards, but
You never know. What if they pay Jeff? But we'll see. We'll see.
Jeff demands some money. Huh?
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next topic, right? Just quick answer will do. Which is your favorite Assassin's Creed game? Mine is Assassin's Creed 3 because I really love the main character Rot Rot I keep forgetting her name. Ratona Keton, I
Uh,
think.
Connor,
Connor Ratona Keton, one of
Connor
those.
Kenway. Just say
Connor
Connor.
Kenway. I
Yeah.
love to pronounce his real name
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it makes you feel superior. Like, yeah, I think I'm pretty okay.
Yeah. I pronounced that. Yeah.
I love the game because I quite like American history. So pretty fun game actually. So that my favorite is the third one. What you guys? What about you guys?
Mine is the second one
Okay.
because it was the first second one, not the whole Ezio trilogy.
Hmm.
Because the second
The
one
base one,
was
nah. The base one.
the base one, yeah,
Right.
because it improved a lot of things from the first one, but even better, make the world more dense, more lush, more cultural. It feels real, lah. Like it feels like
Hmm.
you're really there. On top of being helpful in my Sejarah exam at the time, but everything else was amazing. The combat, the story, the development that Ezio went from being this naive kid,
Rat.
delinquent in the streets, to become almost master assassin near the end is
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
it was just perfect, man. It was like it was good progress. Like I couldn't believe I was playing this in one game, but it felt like really good, really good. Everything was good, like Assassin's Creed 2, and I played the heck out of it, man. Like right after PMR, was it? Right after PMR, I had nothing to do. I was just playing that, running around, collect everything, collect all that stuff. So go through the story. There was no social media to pressure me, like spoilers or anything. So everything was on at my own pace, and yeah, I truly enjoy. I still have that memory stuck. That's one of my core memories of gaming, Assassin's Creed 2, man.
I want to add on mine. What's one more why I love Assassin's Creed 3 is because I quite resonate with the main character, the way he view the world, naive view of the world on why things
Ah,
are this way. Things should have been this way, but why is it because of corrupted people mindset? Why turn into this way? We both had that kind of naive kind of mindset, lah. But that's why I resonate with him so much. Zerg, which one?
I wanted to see Assassin's Creed Odyssey 2018.
Okay.
Because
that's
I
good.
wanted to see that, but then that's not my choice because initially I thought Odyssey was the protagonist is interesting, Cassandra, right? And it
Yeah.
tells about this. You go to fight Minotaur, of course. It reminded me of God of War, where there's an Athens and Sparta, blah blah.
Of
It's
course,
Kratos
of course,
suddenly.
of course, Zerg, of
Yeah, of
course.
course, right? Yeah, Game of the Year. Uh, it's a very very long game.
Damn.
It's a very very long game. It looks very good in that time, but I must agree. Assassin's Creed 2 wins as the best game for me. Ezio Auditore, I can't remember what's the full name.
The
I
Firenze.
like.
How come I know?
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, I forgot.
The
Okay,
Firenze. How come you know?
yeah, the Firenze.
How come he knows?
Yeah,
Why?
Ezio is a very, I would say, emotional, witty. So I kind of like it, and the story plot is also, and the world itself is very interesting for me because that's my first game. I didn't play the first one first, so
Hmm.
Assassin's Creed 2 was my first one. So yeah, that's the one that I love, followed by Odyssey. Probably Black Flag gonna be the third one, but yeah.
Okay. I want to give. Okay. Zerg mentioned Black Flag. I want to give an honorable mention to Black Flag. Personally, I love Assassin's Creed 3, but I had the most fun with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag
Oh
because
yeah,
Okay.
I
the Neville.
love yeah, I love
The
not just the
boats.
naval but the sea exploration. It is
Yeah.
so realistic. And it's also the one that my kids love to play. They just love to to sail around
I
the
don't
open
like the diving
seas.
though.
Oh
The
yeah, the
harpooning.
diving.
I
Oh
don't
yes,
like
now
The
that.
now
diving.
you mention it. Now you mention it. I have the least memory of the diving part because you have
Yeah.
to, yeah, and I don't like the shark hunting one. Not really a
Yeah, the
fan of the shark
harpooning,
hunting.
right?
Yeah,
The
I'm not a
whale,
fan of
right?
that. Not a fan of that.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, Black Flag. What a what a fantastic game. It's pretty much after that. It's like the quality. It's I guess. I mean, of course, going once it goes back to like Origin and
It
Odyssey.
started. It started with Unity, man. When they started with bugs,
Yeah,
the
but
Unity fill bugs. I think it just went downhill from there.
yeah, but currently the current build of Unity is pretty fun. I just played like a few weeks ago, where it's so
Okay.
fun to traverse around, and you have more melee kind of a stealth approach. Your movement feel more natural. But I think the one that
Hmm.
really broke the franchise is Syndicate. Is it? Syndicate is the one that carry on with the bugs and stuff, where you see all the graphical glitches. Um, of yeah, the quality is pretty bad after that. Then they finally bring back more confidence through not much on Origins, but through Odyssey. Odyssey is the one
Mm-hmm.
that people really love. And I agree. Who's the one that said Valhalla? I think it's Zerg, is it? Valhalla is or Aradri. Valhalla is just too big of a game.
Yeah,
Um,
Zerg said that. But
uh,
I heard about Valhalla being
yeah,
super long. It's
it's
overstayed his welcome.
yeah, it's too bloated. I feel so. I
But
definitely will agree.
I do appreciate the protagonist though, Evo.
Oh yeah,
I can't
yep.
remember what's his name,
Mm-hmm.
because the game I purchased the game because I got no other game to buy when I was in Sarawak.
Okay.
Wow, what a good
That's the only
problem to
game
have.
available. No, I mean I wanted to buy a game. I've been saving like for 4 months, and then suddenly I
Okay.
only have this game. So it's a very expensive game back then,
Yeah, it is.
254.
It is.
Yeah, but uh,
It
uh,
is.
uh, it's very fun. It's very funny, I would say. The humor that they put in the game, that's the one that keeps me going. But when I see the open world, oh my god, I'm so tired of open world. The plot is not really the something that you want to invest in, and the combat is. Can I say it's difficult or is it messy? I can't tell, but yeah, that's
The combat.
yeah, I don't like
Oh,
it. I don't like
yeah.
Valhalla. I really wanna like it, but it takes me a while, so I just move on.
I mean, it's on Game Pass, guys. It's free. Play it on Game
Yay!
Pass. Play it on Game Pass.
I think I got it in a different method. I think I got Valhalla free somehow. I think one of those Ubisoft Christmas thing they were giving
Oh,
out
is
each
it?
day. And I think
Nice.
one of it is Valhalla. I think because I look at my Ubisoft, hey, when did I have Valhalla? Okay, never mind. I'll keep it.
Okay, sounds about right.
So
All right.
Shadows will be the same thing. Shadows will be, oh, I got Shadows. I don't. When did I get it? Oh, never mind.
Depend on. I mean, based on what we are talking about, it seems like we might be getting shadows earlier.
Oh man.
Oh, what a burn!
Uh,
What a burn!
what a
And
burn! What a burn!
anyway, we have as surprisingly we talk about Assassin's Creed quite a bit than expected. But anyway, let's move on to the last topic of today. Simple topic where I'm gonna ask you guys to share with me a game that we have one game only, because we don't have much time. One game that we played that could have been so much better. All right. So you guys have to mention that one game that you like lah, you love, but it's missing some stuff. What is that make it so much better? Who wants to start first?
Zerg, I like Zerg. Go.
I have
Oh,
Oh
he's so
man,
eager.
he's ready.
He's eager.
He's ready.
no,
He's
I
ready.
have so many problem with this one because I don't know whether I should name one game because of the price, because of the play style, because every single game fits into this category for me.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So,
So as long as it's not too long, I'm fine.
oh wow,
Zerg special.
Persona 5.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Why? What is
Okay,
it?
Interesting.
the
Interesting.
dungeons are too long,
Oh,
I
and
heard.
I think I know. I think
no
I know what you
offense,
mean.
no offense, the daytime sim interaction is much more interesting than dungeons, and this is so big coming from me because I despise sim interaction. Hate it to the core. Because for me, yeah, it's fun, but I don't want to spend time with you to get some coffee or whatever it is. I just want to fight. But when I like it more than a dungeon, that
Oh,
is
that says a lot. That says a lot.
that's a lot from me, man. So
Okay.
yeah, goodbye,
Okay.
Persona. And then I keep on trying to think about, okay, I want to play it again. But considering how long the game gonna be, oh my god, I say, you know what? Forget it. I'm just not gonna play it. But I love the game though. But
Mm.
because the game was released, correct me if I'm wrong. The game was released together with Nier Automata. If I'm not wrong, um, I was uh, I was having a hard time deciding which game that I want to buy. Back then, I can only buy um, one game at a time. Uh, I chose Nier Automata, and
Mm-hmm.
it's the best decision I ever made.
Good
So
job. Good job.
That
Good
sounds about
job.
right. Hmm.
right. So yeah, Persona 5.
Okay, so Persona 5, your great king gripe is that the dungeon share is shorter, right? Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have you mentioned you have more games? You can share if you want. Or
I
is
have
it
so
special?
many other games.
I
I'm
I let you
being
share two more.
li-
I let you give you two more.
Hey, you know
Gosh.
what? Go on first. I probably I can just chime in. Yeah, there's so many
No, you
things
go
I
ahead.
wanna.
Go ahead, dude.
I don't know what else to say. Okay, probably um, Baldur's Gate 3. Okay,
Okay.
Baldur's Gate
Oh.
3 is the first game that I purchased. I got two games in. I got the game in two platform. Um, mm, the game is too long. The game is too long.
What's with Zerg
It's
at too long?
brilliant. Yeah, yeah,
Too
right.
long of games is not for Zerg.
No, because I don't really rush the game, but when I
Mm.
enjoy the game, it overstayed the welcome by putting
Yeah.
too many hours in the game, which is why Senua Hellblade is a game that I am
Adore.
happy
You
with.
adore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because one thing for sure is Baldur's Gate, you can do whatever amount of content that you wanted. You can skip a lot of things as well. I can just choose not to do the Goblin Camp, blah, blah, blah. But if you really want to maximize the experience in the game, because believe me, I was playing a single game and then I managed to persuade or even force my friend to buy it. So we played together. And then the experience was different because we played a different route and chose a different option. And then when it comes to the third act, if you know what I'm talking about, um, I played it twice solo, I believe, and I keep on replaying over and over again, which is why I think why I hate it. I think it's a bit overwhelming in that sense. Uh, because sometimes in a way that I feel unsatisfactory with the endings. But I do appreciate how different and how comprehensive the game is. Which, say for example, if I were to play it differently and choose a different option, right? The response that I got from each and every individuals and the outcome of it, it's like the developer or even the actor, the voice actor or actress, they really put an effort into every single outcomes because the game was released before way back then before it is officially released, right? I'm sure they
Mhm.
had a lot of response from everyone else. So I've been thinking about quitting the game honestly many times. But considering how I really love the game, but seeing, okay, I have spent 90 hours. Looking at my trend of playing the game right now, I need to put another 30 hours to finish the game. I need one. That's the reason why. So I have no issue with a very long game, for example, but a very long story game will make me consider: is this a game worth it? Yeah, it's not about the money worth penny wise, in terms of hours playing. Yeah, it's a bit too big, and it's extremely good game, but yeah, that probably one of the. I'm talking as a person who played 1,070 hours of Diablo 4. So
Oh.
So
yeah,
are you gonna say that Diablo 4 is too
no,
long as well?
no,
Is
don't
that a
touch my
trend?
Diablo 4. Do not touch my Diablo 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So otherwise, yeah, the last one would be. I mean, not the last one. Another one would be Witcher 3. Yeah,
Oh, also too long, is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, in a way, it struggles to carry me to a 50 hours game. When I reach like 50, 60 hours game, I reach almost 100 plus hour game in the game. I was like, man, should I still play the game? But I'm enjoying this, that kind of thing. So yeah,
But Henry
that's my
Cavill
issue,
loves that.
Yeah,
right? I
dude.
Zergg, Henry
know.
Cavill loves that.
Yeah, but he
Whenever,
left.
whenever
But
you
he
have that,
left, so I left.
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
never
But
mind.
But
okay. At least you can you.
he's so it's still there. Whenever
I
you,
finished. I finished the game. I didn't finish the whole side story, which I wanted
okay,
to do, but
is
yeah.
it even possible to finish to complete the
Right?
game? Jesus
Right?
Christ.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
There's so many things to. I think I'm with Zerg, especially on Witcher 3. I adore
Yay!
that game, but my god,
It's a lot.
yeah. There's a thing called. There's a limit for how much you want to love a game, until you finally say that is it time to over? It's too much already. So I definitely agree with Zerg.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I got lost. I got lost in between the side quests. So before I even finished it, I was like, what am I supposed to do again? And then I restart the whole thing again. I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna do this every week. So okay. So yeah.
Okay. Understand. Zerg's issue. Games being too long. Certain games are not Diablo 4 lah. Diablo 4 is fine. Diablo 4 can
Diablo
Everything
last
but
for
Diablo.
is life.
for
Diablo is correct.
yeah.
Diablo is
Diablo's
oxygen.
love, Diablo's life. Um Adri, come on.
All right. I'm gonna go with Zerg with another JRPG. It
Ooh.
is Xenosaga Episode
Oh,
2.
Wow,
yes.
Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
Why I say that is because it's considered out of the trilogy, that game is considered like a black sheep of it all because how unfinished and how weird looking graphic wise and janky it was.
But you love
I
Xenosaga episode 1, right?
I love 1 and
Okay.
3 did it so well, did
Yes,
everything
3 is
to
good.
improve everything from the first two games, but 2 was a bit um mm, like a filler, like you watch a whole anime, right, like Naruto or whatever, and you don't like those filler episodes. That's what it literally is, a filler episode. So yeah, it's you can actually skip 1 and 2, and then you can see like, oh, it's nothing, you shouldn't worry anything except for they introduce a few characters that become playable from 2 to 3. But other than that, it's just a lot of filler. It's a lot of focus on one character, which was the redhead guy, Junior. I love Junior as a character. He was my favorite in the first one, and the second one he played very okay, and then the third one he was so well and everything. But
Redhead guy? Can't even
the red
remember.
hair guy, Junior,
The lady,
uh,
right?
the young boy who is not really a boy,
Oh,
but
the stupid guy with a gun, right?
Oh
Eh?
yeah,
no, he said
the
it. It's
stupid guy with
stupid.
the
Of
gun.
course. Now I
Oh
understand.
my god, he's so annoying.
Oh
Now
no,
I
I love him.
understand. Stupid and annoying. Okay.
No, but going through his past was, yeah, like you whatever lah. But it was mostly on him, and then after that, my mind went blank. Like what happened in the story? Like it didn't. But the gameplay was lacking from the first one. The first one had some good systems, but then the second one was a bit kurang a bit. I would say like it got some things going on, but yeah, as you can see, like I forgot most of it already. So that's how I wish it was more memorable, because it was a bridge that connects from 1 to 3, which 3 ends up being the best Xenosaga, best JRPG, I might say, the whole PS2 catalog. So I wish they would port it somehow into the Switch or future consoles, future generation of current consoles. So I wish that, yeah, they would fix it. Uh, and as an overall thing, Xenosaga, I hope I hope they could have just reached Xenogears. Because spoiler alert, Xenogears is apparently episode 5 out of 6 episodes, because they put it at the end of the credits. Episode 5, Xenogears. Everyone was like, what the fuck? And then suddenly they announced Xenosaga episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and then they had all these design elements. Oh, yeah, I think you know this shape, the Zohar. I think you saw it on Pyra Mitra's chest.
Mhm, mhm.
That symbol. That symbol has been around, Harry, as a Xeno friend since Xenogears. They had used that shape for like forever. I don't know why. Xenosaga had a main impact because that thing create it has the same story as Dead Space in a way. They found a monolith and then it changed humanity in some way. Except Dead Space was a bit twisted and dark, while Xenosaga, like, it helped like create a cult, but not so bad as Dead Space cult, that kind of thing. It was more like a PG-13 JRPG problem. So it was very similar. So that symbol was like around Xenosaga up to from Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade near the future redeem until that end, right? So going back to the episode thing, I truly hope that they would somehow, they already did 1, 2, and 3. I was hoping they do episode 4 and then somehow connect that to Xenogears, and then they would do 6. But no, they, budget wise, the sales was not that good for Xenosaga, so they stopped until 3. Which, okay lah, three ended very nicely. But I wish that they would just continue to 4, and they just say Xenogears was the final episode or whatever. But let's see. Monolith has Nintendo money now, so I don't know. Maybe if they make a deal with Bandai Namco, they would continue to episode 4. Yeah, but that's very very far fetched. I think I'll be in my 50s when that happened. But yeah, I really hope they handle Xenosaga 2 well at that point, and Xenosaga as entirely, Xenosaga, Xenogears entirety, all that. What do you call it? Hexology, hex, sextuple, sexology. That sounds wrong now. I don't know. You have quadrology. You have trilogy, right? Trilogy, quadrology. What's the fifth one?
Pentalogy.
Quintology. Yes, and then
What the?
6 is sextology, right? Because it's sexted. I don't know, whatever lah. But I hope they complete that tology as the creator wanted it. You know. So
Well,
yeah, that's
Adri,
my gripe about it.
I hope you get what you wish.
I hope
Keep
so.
keep keep playing future redeem.
Redeem. Yeah.
Keep
Keep
playing it.
buying everything Zeno. I need to buy Dragon Ball Xenoverse now.
Maybe that's related to
Right.
Xenoblade. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, my turn. Quick, Reese, don't hate me, yeah.
Oh my god, here we go.
The game that I love that could have been better. Simple. Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
Zerg would have agreed
he
with
did
whatever
it.
What?
I have to
He
say
said
as
it.
well.
He said it.
Zerg
You say
would have
what?
Tears of the Kingdom. My game.
Wow.
Zerg and maybe
Why?
Reese would agree with what I have to say as well. Few points. The depths.
Okay.
The depths needed more depth.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say? The depths needed more
Okay.
depth. Could have added more story elements. I feel like that part is really empty. Empty. There are things to do, but it feels very empty. And I feel like they could have had more activities within the depths to make exploration more interesting. Currently, it feels very bland, blank. There's very little motivation to really try to go around the depths to
Mm-hmm.
explore the depths. That's what I think. The Sky Islands. The Sky Islands too
Mm-hmm.
little, too lacking. The Sky Islands,
Oh, is it?
whatever they have, it's fantastic. But
Oh, you want it to be bigger, is it?
I don't really
Oh,
say
more.
bigger, but more. Yeah, I agree. What Adi say is true.
Okay,
More.
yeah.
Mm.
It's kind of interesting lah. All right.
Whatever they have is pretty okay. I love exploring it, especially to find the dangling chest. The
The
dangling chest.
dangling chest, huh? The chest that is dangling.
Yeah. Apparently, it exists in Zelda world. Um, and also for it to be more related to the prequels. I mean, like, for God's sake, you are the savior of Hyrule from Breath of the Wild. How come when you go and revisit the places that you visited in Breath of the Wild, people seems to have very little recollection of you. Only a certain people they know you lah, but the rest of the people like how many years only gone by that people seems to have like zero collection of who you are. So I kind of feel like that part is a bit the link the link between Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild is kind of weak there lah. So the guardians, the shrines, not there. Not very vague explanation of where they are. I know that they become the towers now, but yeah, very vague. Could have had more direct connection. And of course, the worst thing I did not like, right, is that whenever you defeat the dungeon, right, the dungeon boss, right, that cutscene, right, you see
Mm.
it once,
Mm.
okay, you see it
Mm.
twice. I'm like, wait, is it?
Okay.
And then the rest
Okay.
are like, yeah, okay. I'm just like, say, okay, that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
these are like nitpicking lah. The game is still fantastic. The ending is epic, but
The
man,
ending, man.
the ending, man.
The ending caused me to forget all that until you see one of those things. So yeah.
I mean, that's why I said these are just nitpicking. Once you get
Mhm.
to the end,
Yes. Yes.
you kind of need to remember what is wrong with the game. But once you play to the end, I'm like,
Uh,
wait, what? What's the problem with the game again? That's what's so beautiful about Tears of the Kingdom. I feel the ending, love it so much. But anyway,
mhm.
I am ready for because of this, right? All the things I mentioned, right? I feel like I'm ready for a more linear Zelda game. I feel like
Hmm.
a more linear Zelda game would um solve most of the issue that I mentioned, like that empty area in the depths. What's it called? What's it called? The cutscenes and stuff like that. It would solve it immediately, lah. Hopefully, lah. Story has not been the strongest point of the Zelda games, lah. That I would agree. But that
Mhm.
doesn't mean that what you did in Breath of the Wild means very little in Tears of the Kingdom, right? I feel like that's
Mhm.
kind of doesn't make sense, lah. I kind of want to feel like a hero in a world where I've saved it already. Not like not I mean nothing, you know. But anyway, that's Tears of the Kingdom. Reese, once you've seen this, you let me know. See if you see if you
is that
agree.
your only game so far that you
I mean,
wanna?
if I want to count, I would have more, I guess. But
Yeah, because I would want to add one more because if you don't mind,
Oh, this
sure,
guy.
just, just give me 5 seconds. Uh,
what
I
you
want to
doing?
first. I want to say this first, but then it's gonna be non-surprise. So the
Diablo
very
4?
game, no, the very game that I want to put in as per title is Elden Ring, just because.
Oh, he's going for it.
He's
He's
touching
going
it.
for it.
He's touching the sensitive subject.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Nothing. Just that. That I just want
Huh?
to put the game. Because I played the game, but
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, but um what what's it what's this supposed to you're supposed to answer already? What could have been much better about the game?
Probably. I'm trying. I purchased DLC. I
Okay.
I agree to disagree, but it's some sort of repetitiveness that I don't um appreciate yet. Probably take me another 10 years.
Wow.
So it's like a suffering kind of game. Probably it's a skill issue. I don't know, but
Kill
yeah,
issue.
yeah.
So you love can am I understanding this right? You actually love the game, but you do not like the grinding nature of the game. Is it?
I love grinding nature. It's just that it's the same pattern over and over again. You need to fight the boss.
Oh, the
Uh,
repetition of the game
yeah. For
levels. Is
me,
it?
it's the yeah. For me, it's like it's the same thing with a different boss, and then yeah, that's just it. Which I think it can be done by anyone. And there's a lot of Souls game. Probably the difference is how unique the bosses are. This comes from me who doesn't appreciate the game over and over again. But I don't hate the game in a way that I'm just gonna hate the game for forever by not playing it, uh by not
Way to go. Way to
eyeing
go.
it. I have the hard disk, I have the soft copy, I have the DLC, but I have a hard time appreciating the game.
You
So
have the
yeah,
DLC too?
I do.
Oh, wow.
I'm just a hater who has the game. I don't want to be the guy who hates the game just because I don't play the game. So I'm
Okay.
trying to understand the game actually, but then
Okay.
So
yeah,
Zerg
yeah,
is a good kind of hater. So it's a
yeah.
good kind of hater. So
He's
okay. Hmm.
he's what you liker, hater?
What's
He's
the
a
term for this? What's the right term for
what's a
this?
good hater? What does that mean?
Can we say that? Okay, can we label his as a critic? Critic usually is
Oh
like
yeah.
something, but it's just that they are quite okay, quite open to give criticism to something that they
Yeah,
like,
I think
right?
so. I think
Hmm.
that's
Because
the
every mother's, father's, brother, sister, friends within my vicinity is playing the game. So
Wow, your father, mother also. Jeez. Okay,
yeah,
fine.
so yeah,
every
that's
father's mother.
Every father's fathers apostrophe s. Okay, seen everything.
I mean, with Zerg's profession, I'm guessing yeah, a lot of them probably play Elden Ring when he meets them. Hey, doctor, doctor main Elden Ring tak? Doctor,
Is that the
everybody,
reason why you come to the clinic?
there's no one ever.
they know you play games. Say, doktor pernah dengar tak Elden Ring ni? Oh, anak saya selalu main. Zerg will be like, shit.
So is it get out, get out? You, I don't want to treat you already.
You take the drugs and get out of here.
At least Zerg still, at least Zerg still give the correct drugs. So
Yeah.
You didn't do something bad about doing the wrong drugs.
Uh,
Okay, understand. All right, cool. So I think pretty interesting take we have. Zerg definitely has more games
Yeah.
than us. I think I put a little too much thought into Tears of the Kingdom just because how much I love the game. That I want it to be better, lah. Obviously, it doesn't mean I'm hating the game. I just want to give some good criticism. That's a good critic would do. Haters would just say this
Exactly.
game sucks. Why? Don't know. That's about it. All right, that's all the
no
time we have for
no
today.
DEI.
Or DI, yes, or DI as well.
Yeah.
Actually, Zer is right. A lot of times, ask them what they hate about a game, right? Don't know one. They just know that there's some wokeness lah, DI lah, kind of a reason behind it. I mean, might have a point lah, but try to give constructive criticism if you can. Rather say that I hate this game. All right, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Adri and I want to thank Zerg for being here. We had some pretty good discussion about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Once again, we hope that it sells because if they don't, someone's gonna be out of a job most likely. And we have some pretty good talk about the games that we love, but we wish it could have been better. Except Diablo 4. That game is perfect. That you can see in infinite, eternal.
not not the price though.
Not the
Come on.
That is you. That's on you already. You decide to buy it.
You decide to invest 1,700 hours.
Yeah,
And
man,
money.
that's crazy, right?
And money.
That's crazy. It's
Yeah.
it's
Have you
gonna
paid?
it's only been out for almost a year, sir. You already invest that many hours.
Yeah, right. And
What
Wow.
How much
that
money
is
do you
just
pay for the microtransactions?
nothing, zero. I just paid that
Okay,
400 thingy.
Just
So it's
the
kind of worth it,
DLC.
right? So
400 lah.
You
Okay
bought the,
lah. I guess.
yeah,
Oh,
so
you
pay
okay.
got
that,
the
bro.
horse. You got the horse skin. Good for you.
A lot of horses.
I wish. Okay lah. I'm very jealous of Zerg lah. I wish I can be so enthusiastic, like keep playing a game for a long time. I'm
Hmm.
very
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
very jealous. Seriously, I keep seeing like this streamer keep playing just that one game, right? I want to try, but I can't find the right game for that, man. I play long after that. I just stop. I That's why I'm so super duper jealous of you, about Diablo 4. We make
Yeah.
fun of you lah, but seriously, man, you
But I think it's the community lah, in a way that my friend will say, hey, I haven't killed Lilith. It's been 6 attempts. So there will be me just attempting killing her
Helping out
in 5 seconds. And
yeah,
in 5 seconds.
this guy's an asshole.
no, because I think the same thing can be said by Elden Ring player. They can say that, oh,
Yeah.
Diablo is same thing. You just grind, get item, just kill, and go to the dungeon again. It's similar, but in a different way. So yeah, that is why I decided I just want to give Elden Ring DLC a try, because it's not fair for me just hit the game for
True, true,
for
true,
sti- for for stealing the game of the year, for sure.
true.
So
Still bitter, still bitter, still bitter.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we off topic again. But anyway, thanks everyone for being here, and we will see you guys next week. Hopefully, there's more things to talk about, or else we will see what else we can, what other random, lighthearted topics we'll go with. But thank you so much. Have a good weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.